Well, howdy all you happy campers. This is Hunter Pruitt, otherwise known as the RV Hunter, down here at McLean's RV in Sanger, Texas, Texas's largest RV sales and service center. We're actually here today to showcase to you Grand Design's newest Transcend lineup, the Transcend XPLOR X series, specifically the 26 BHX. And I'm actually here with our Grand Design Imagine and Transcend rep, Timmy Cunningham.
Hi, how's it going today, folks, here at McLean's RV? Yes, in Sanger. Beautiful day. Here to show you our brand new 26 BHX Transcend, formerly known as our 261 BH. This is going to be what we kind of consider more of a budget-friendly coach. Still going to have all the bells and whistles. Very similar to the 24 BHX that Hunter previously showed you guys, but having that non-campsite slide out, a little bit more elbow room, a little bit more spaciousness to it, but at a great price point for you all.
And actually adding a few features that y'all were requesting in our last video, the 24 BHX. The bones are going to be very similar. We'll brush through those again, just in case you didn't catch that video. But a lot of y'all were wanting an outside kitchen. Timmy, y'all gave it on this one, right? 2-burner cooktop, outside fridge.
Yes, you know, obviously as you're enjoying your camping out here, you're going to have your nice cooktop here. You're going to have your refrigerator as well. Plenty of space to enjoy it, you know, right here on your campsite as well. So you can't beat that, you know, in your everyday camping aspect.
And that's one of the main differences between this 26 BHX and the 24 BHX, both the outside kitchen and the slide to give you a little bit more elbow room. But some of the differences, Timmy, on the Transcend X series to the full Transcend is going to be, first off, the look of it, right? The metal's a little bit different, the aluminum?
It is a little bit different. It is going to be a tad bit thinner at 0.024 versus the 0.03. But still, you know, some of the industry best in that quality aspect, you know, in terms of graphics and all that. But again, you know, the core behind that, your insulation factors, all that is going to be identical to what we're doing today on all of our Transcends as a whole. So again, just a little bit thinner, but again, same integrity of construction.
But adjusting some of those things are allowing them to be at a more price point competitive. You know, leading right off the bat, this is a sub $25,000 bunkhouse floor plan from Grand Design with their same warranties: a year hitch to bumper, 3-year structural, 5 years on the axles, wheels, and tires, now 5 years on the frame, and a lifetime roof membrane warranty. And then they want to keep it looking nice, so they extend a 5-year warranty to these decals as well. One of the differences you'll notice on the XPLOR, the X series, compared to the full Transcend, is there isn't a ladder here on the back, but they still prepped it, right? Timmy, we got something up here that's kind of neat.
It's actually more of a telescopic ladder that's going to be, that attaches there to the top of the roof. You're actually going to be, your foundation base is going to be on your floor level. It can be a little bit more sturdy. It is going to be a very compact perspective in there for you too. So it is all prepped for, you know, that additional ladder actually.
But a lot of aluminum campers, you can't even walk on the roof.
No, not at all.
And most don't have ladders to begin with. Them still being able to include that, and not only can you walk on the roofs of Grand Designs, but you can walk on the slide outs too. Fully weight rated for that. And then a little difference here compared to the full Transcend. Right?
Yeah, you're not going to have your on-demand hot water heater. You are going to have your 6-gallon gas electric tank on it as well. So still you're going to have a great reliable system into it. But again, as we want to give you everything you want and need and then some, you're still going to have the practicality, the usability to it with this water heater. But it is helping us get it to that really desirable price for you.
And not only that, there's some people who actually prefer the gas and electric options that don't want the gas. And this is still a quick recovery, direct spark ignition, gas electric water heater. It does 16.8 gallons an hour. And so it's recovering about every 20 minutes for you as well.
Very reliable.
So, gonna still keep you camping. And then we do have a spray port back here that partnered with the outside kitchen. You just do a quick connect for the hose, can hose off shoes and use that for the outside kitchen. But there is a small difference here with the awnings though, right? In terms of the pitch adjustment now.
Yeah, it is a new mechanism to it. It makes it a little bit more simplistic versus having to kind of pull it down, have a little pin or whatnot into it. Again, a little bit more functional, easy to use. So again, better intended purpose for you.
But the same black awning fabric that I love, that doesn't get the leaves rolled up in it, doesn't get all musty, mildewed. But y'all started doing a full-length LED light strip underneath the awning now.
Yeah, it gives it that little bit of added ambiance, added touch there at night. But it has a good full length to it. So again, not any dead spots per se as well too.
And some upgrades on this that weren't even in the last year models on the full Transcends. You got JBL speakers.
Yeah, so we actually, you go to the X series, great price point, but you're actually getting an upgraded JBL sound system on the outside. Again, with the quality that JBL has to offer, really going to be able to enjoy it with your campsite grill, kitchen, now your audio upgrade. It's awesome.
And we do have a TV connection on the outside here as well.
Yep.
Source of outlets, a place to actually fill up the fresh tank on this side, but Grand Design's still known for their enclosed our pump station on the back side.
Correct.
That we can take a look at real quick. The easily adjustable solid steps have a quick little pin release there to where you can adjust, but a lot more solid instead of the pull out.
Yeah, you know, our whole idea again was to really kind of keep the core of what we are as a brand, as a company. You know, a lot of those core key features, and we got a lot of great feedback obviously over the years. These solid surface steps, obviously sometimes you might get to that price point by eliminating those, but again, keeping it throughout the product, those are staying for you.
And also still providing the thin shade prep in the window to give you additional privacy. Y'all, if you don't have that, you're gonna have to replace the entire window. But since it's prepped, you can just real easy accessory. We'll buzz into this little pass-through storage here, and it ain't little. It's a really good pass-through, motion sense lighting on both sides. And if you look at the actual bracing underneath the bed compared to even other fiberglass models, you're not following through on this one.
No, and I like how, again, you know, aesthetically appeasing to all, obviously, you know, in terms of putting the wallboard up on the side, it just looks complete, finished. Again, yeah, but that size you can't beat.
Now, we did talk about a little bit thinner gauge aluminum along the side, and the front cap is a little bit thinner than the front cap of full Transcends, but it's still a thicker gauge aluminum on the front than the sides.
So your integrity of the strength there is going to be still
about a 30 gauge here.
Yes.
A new sleek modern design for the propane tank cover, electric tongue jack that you'd expect from Grand Design. When they first came out with the Transcends, y'all, they had a manual crank. Not any longer. The Grand Design still, even though releasing this price point camper, that's actually at a lower price point than the original Transcends, adding even more features than what were available back in 2019.
Still very user friendly, very easy to operate.
Connect a place to even put your 7-way plug. And now, one of the differences between this, Timmy, is going to be the solar capability, right?
Correct, yeah. So the traditional old 261 BH or whatnot would have a solar panel already on the roof, but we actually have this all prepped for solar. So up to 600 watts of solar. You can also get a 30 amp service with it, and then up to a 2000 watt inverter on it as well too. So technically speaking, you're actually going to have more capacity of solar with that 2000 watt inverter and whatnot in that configuration than you traditionally would have had. So it gives you that extra flexibility if you do so choose to add that.
And the bones to really make it what you want.
Very much.
But these bones that y'all are doing now, not only a battery disconnect, but also the solar disconnect, which is really nice to where you can still leave if you do elect to add the solar charging the battery, but you're removing the draw from the battery as well.
Correct.
And then I alluded to a place to also fill up your fresh tank here. Again, y'all who are unfamiliar with Grand Designs, all your hoses run up underneath to where they can stay a little bit better controlled away from the elements. Connect it right here. If you're going to be connected to pressurized water, just flip it right down. It still plugs, and if you're at a campground with premium satellite or cable, can run the coax right underneath as well. But great looking camper on the outside. Also, I love the new decals that y'all are doing.
There's new graphics for it with the exterior, so it's really going to distinguish it as well. But again, you still get the bare bones of everything that we have to offer in the product, and just even some right a little bit more to it.
But we almost, if we wouldn't have come back around this side, Timmy, we would have.
Yeah, you've seen the glass door. Yep. So again, nice, solid. Yeah, great looking.
It's got a great look, but also doesn't flex as much in the extreme heat if it is getting baked on this side by the sun. But y'all come on in, because I'll tell you that this slide compared to the 24 BHX, man, it gives you some elbow room in here.
Yeah, aesthetically, you're going to see really no difference in between the two. There are going to be a couple little features here and there, but the look of the materials, the furniture and whatnot, again, still that high quality materials that we use.
All your cabinetry is still solid.
Yep, all still solid hardwood cabinetry. Solid countertops.
But y'all are even adding little goodies though.
Yeah, now you're actually going to get your trash can placement there as well too, so you're not having to try to figure out where that goes.
And look how clean y'all do the plumbing in there. I mean, there's nothing obstructing. You can still utilize almost the entirety of that space. We like to, in a video, just open up every cabinet so you can get a really good feel.
Yeah, there's great depth to it.
Utilizing every square inch. I love the sink placement, but we almost missed, this landing zone is something that the 261 BH, compared to just the standard corner style bunks, y'all offering this just shows how tapped in you are with the RV community, needing a place to kick off shoes, landing zone, as you're going in and out of the camper at those campsites.
Yeah, you're actually now going to have your dog bowls in here as well too, so that's kind of a little upgrade as well. Obviously, we got a lot of feedback. A lot of our customers have animals, so definitely being able to take care of them.
And if you don't have furry family,
you just pop them right on out.
More space for pots, pans, that sort of thing. One of the few differences on this
Yes.
is this regard, right?
Yep, so you're going to go back to just a traditional microwave. It's not going to have the air fryer capabilities or whatnot, but again, very functional and practical, and you still have your 3-burner cooktop here as well.
And that's what was in all the 2023 full
so,
Transcend, so you're not really missing out on anything.
You aren't, no.
But if you did want to take that step up to the full Transcend,
Yeah.
you get the air fryer.
You know, we have plenty of cabinetry space too. That's one of the features of it in general. So if you wanted to bring a little air fryer, plenty of room for you.
Especially since y'all are in tune with the fact that hardly anybody uses their oven really in a camper, giving you additional storage there, and the great glass cover to give you more counter space.
It's got a little backsplash thumb to it.
Still 12-volt fridge.
Correct. Yep.
And that's why a lot of people wouldn't even really use their solar, right, Timmy? I mean,
no, not traditionally. You know,
if you're going to campsites and that sort of
yeah.
thing.
So if you're going to be able to be plugged in and all that stuff, you're going to be perfectly fine with that aspect to it in general. So
is an
12 volts great.
8 cubic plugged into the 7-way of your truck. You're not having to leave propane. Your truck is going to trickle charge the battery, keep this going. Of course, when you're connected to short power.
And the best part is really, you know, with that kind of a refrigerator, you're going to get a bigger, more residential feel to it. So plenty more space in there for you.
Now, I love the little bit of extra elbow room you get compared to the 24 BHX. You can really feel it here, but especially if you're going to utilize this as the bed, super comfortable.
Yes.
High traction vinyl material. This flips out into
it's almost a newer mechanism here for us as well too. So you know, simplicity of making that bed into it is not having that jackknife style anymore. It's a simple fold over. Plenty of storage down below.
And one of the small differences between this X Series and a normal Transcend would be the X Series has cabinet doors here, right?
Correct. Yep.
But this is still storage underneath. You just lift up this platform.
So there's still going to be access to that cuddy space down below.
We can lift this up, make it down into a bed.
And it is all prepped for the TV. The backer is in there as well too. So that's something that can be easily added after the fact. But and again, it allows you to kind of pick and choose what brand of TV you want to use now too. But again, it's all prepped and ready to go for you.
Because there's a lot of people who didn't want the TCL, even though it was a smart TV.
Yeah, no, not a bad TV. But now again, you have the option to get what you want to, and then you're going to have your JBL sound control systems here. Because you're going to have that one JBL sound system on the outside, and then you're also going to have the one here on the inside.
Well, you want to talk about comfortable bunks and something that you're not going to feel claustrophobic in. Y'all actually brace this to where the kids can just shuffle right up.
A little stepping aspect there for it. Mm-hmm.
Plug-ins, both USB, and y'all are up with the times with the Super C.
Yeah, that's a must now.
And then you do have additional storage up underneath the bed to where if you're bringing along the furry family, great place for a dog bed, kids, duffel bags, things like that. And they actually have curtains to close off, so if you have that teenager that's a late sleeper, not waking up until you're after you're done with breakfast, they can still be comfortable. But talk about comfortable, this bathroom offers a lot of space.
Still having a nice space. You're still getting your nice shower surround as well too. Sometimes you might lose that, but no, you're still going to get that.
Now, one of the small differences is going to be the shower curtain compared to the retractable screen, but some people prefer this.
Yeah, honestly, it's simpler. You know, sometimes simple is better.
And we are going to a plastic toilet, but that actually helps on weight as well. And it's always something that if you're really particular, you wanted your porcelain throne, our parts department can certainly help you replace that. But the amount of storage that you get in here that you could lose an arm back in if we got to start stockpiling toilet paper again, or just a good place for towels. Storage right underneath here. And actually a medicine cabinet. That's something that impressed me. When y'all were talking about coming out with this X Series, Timmy, I tell you, I was expecting a mirror glued to the wall, but actually giving people still.
No, you wouldn't really be able to know the core differences of, you know, when you get into the X Series again. All the feature benefits you're going to want and need.
Insulation's the exact same, right? I mean, we still got
100%.
R9 in the walls, we got R11 in the underbelly, and R30 or R40 still in the roof and front cap. So still better insulated than most people's houses here in Texas. So. And then one of the other small differences is going to be here in this bedroom area. Don't have the sliding pocket door, but that might give you a little bit more elbow room in here while you're shuffling around. The residential queen mattress, they're not going with the camper queen. It is a 60 by 80, so it's going to be very easy for you to replace this. Additional storage under the bed.
Look how deep
it's all
that
gas
is.
assisted.
Yeah.
And then y'all actually just started doing this on the Transcends. This little alcove back behind here.
Yeah, we understand sometimes there is that need for a CPAP machine, so all the prep electrically is in there as well. Plenty of space for it, so understanding that. Plenty of room, definitely a must.
And y'all actually went to hanging bars here instead of, in a lot of the Transcend floor plans, you do have the cubbies on both sides they were in tune with the customer requests. Most people, they're going to have foldable stuff when they're going camping. But if you still need to hang up a few things, Grand Design.
Yeah, you're going to be able to hang on the left, and you're going to have your shoving on the right. So pretty simplistic.
Now, compared to the full Transcend, really the only other difference in this bedroom area is up here, right?
Correct.
Right,
yep. So I mean, the depth is still going to be there as well. But again, actually, you know, even having a little bit of the rail there, obviously, it's going to be able to protect from rolling off there as well.
And ladies can customize it, get those little cubbies from Target, you know.
Yeah.
Make it exactly the aesthetic that they want in here. But still have the dual windows on both sides of the bedroom, get some good airflow going, and still no floor vents anywhere in this camper. Right?
No, with the even flow, vertical mount heating system in general, obviously it's going to be able to kind of hide itself a little bit, but really going to give you that even flow heating system throughout the unit as well.
That way, regardless of whether or not the furry family's coming or little kiddos, you're not having to worry about stuff falling down in there.
Exactly. That's
no
the best part,
carpet
too.
anywhere still,
Nope.
and a lot better linoleum process with how this is curved underneath, keep it from peeling up over time, frames,
Yes.
anything like that.
Yep, it's all hemmed and sealed there.
And so, I mean, really, in terms of the bones, quality, bang for your buck, this is hard to beat, Tim.
No, exactly. I always say, you know, the best bang for the buck in the industry in terms of that price point, feature offerings, the customer service, the warranty processes, everything that we do as a company at Grand Design, you're really going to see this in such a great value. I mean, it's unbeatable at that part.
Certainly. I mean, even the 15th, this is actually, you have to be careful because a lot of things in this price point, you're just going to have a dump AC. Or it's going to look like it has ducts, but it has an open attic space for us to cool the attic before it starts cooling here. Grand Design is actually running ducts throughout the room of this whole camper, force-directed AC. And so even the things behind the walls or behind the ceiling that you can't see, Grand Design is still looking out for you, making sure that you are staying comfortable, and like you said, providing great service on both aspects of the cell, or both sides of the cell.
Great partnerships.
But y'all, if you want to come see these exteriors, this is actually our very last one, and it's sold already. We got customers' permission to show it to you. We were trying to get it at the end of the 24 BHX video, but they sold out. And so Timmy's working diligently to get us more, but we wanted to get this video to y'all so you can actually see it, get a good feel of the space in here. So that we can start taking reservations. Get your name on one now. But if you want to come see this or any of the other floor plans, once we get them in stock, reach out to us online. Let us know what else you'd like to see from the Grand Design lineup. Again, my name is Hunter Pruitt, and we're really blessed to have Timmy.
No, thank you guys very much for having me here, Hunter. It's been a great time. And yes, please look forward to seeing some more 26 BHXs here soon.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for tuning in, and stay happy camping.
Thank you.